Hey, it's your girl Jana.
And welcome to another episode of Curls Culture Couture. This episode we're going to be talking about the recent death of co-founder Titi Branch. We're also going to be talking about the effects of depression following the death, not following the death, but surrounding the death of Karen Washington. And we're also going to be talking about House of DVF and her search for a brand ambassador. And John is going to give you some tips on how you too can become a brand ambassador. And then we're going to go ahead and wrap it up with our favorite segment, Rock It or Stop It.
So recently it was released to the public that the co-founder of Miss Jessie's, which is a natural hair care brand, one of the first natural hair care brands to really hit the mainstream, passed away. And it's been said that the cause of death was suicide. So that brought up the conversation, of course, about depression and suicide in the Black community, especially amongst Black women. Karen Washington, who is also another blogger, who also committed suicide a few months ago. And it just brings up the conversation again because a lot of times mental illness or mental health is like a taboo topic in the Black community. A lot of people feel like, you know, going to see a psychiatrist, a psychologist, or speaking to a counselor is means you're crazy and you shouldn't do it. You know, you talk to a friend, you talk to a pastor maybe, and the truth is, number one, sometimes those people are not really equipped to deal with that kind of depression. Sometimes depression is not just mental, it's physical. It could be something chemically that's causing that to happen, where you may need to really be on some sort of medication. People kind of make fun of, you know, people having to be on medication, and people joke about it, but you know, in some cases that is the best option. So with the death of Titi, it really brought it back up to the forefront. We have someone who is successful, who seems very happy. Whenever you see pictures of her, she's always smiling. She's got a huge brand. I mean, one of the pioneers of natural hair care products. And to find out that she passed, it was such a blow because people just kind of feel like, well, you know, why would she do that? She seemed like a happy person. She had all this success. And the truth is, we just really don't know. You know, your heart goes out to her family and any family of someone who commits suicide, because you kind of feel like they never really get the answer. Yeah. Never really know why. And you always, you know, some people would feel like, what could I have done? What didn't I do? You know, what didn't I see with that person? Could I have helped? Was it something I could have said or done? And a lot of people also on social media, once the news started kind of spreading about it, because the family did wait almost 2 weeks before they even revealed that she had passed. So there was some speculation and people commenting on social media that she should have went and got help. Why didn't she go get help? And we really don't know. You know, we don't know if she went to go get help. Sometimes it just is not enough. The person feel like they just don't have any other choice. So it kind of opened up that conversation again. One good thing that I did see in social media is that people who felt comfortable talking about what happened or what has been said that happened as far as her committing suicide have started the dialogue about suicide and depression in our community, and posting the phone number and encouraging people to say it's okay. If you're going through something and you feel like that, you know, you have no other choice, and when it's that bad that you need to reach out to somebody. So I think that is a positive thing that I've seen. I personally didn't feel really comfortable at first saying anything because I almost felt like I wasn't 100% sure. You know, before you post something, we talked about social responsibility before. It's like you want to be 100% sure that that's what happened before you posted it. And there was just so much, there wasn't a lot of information coming from the family, coming from the brand as far as what happened. So I kind of was on the fence about whether I should post something or not. So I just posted, you know, my condolences, and I didn't mention the cause because, like I said, I wasn't 100% sure. But now that more is coming out, then I think it's appropriate that we have a conversation about it, because it's going on. It's happening. It's just one of those taboo conversations
that nobody wants to have. Everybody wants to kind of sweep it under the rug. And I personally have dealt with depression in my family. A very close family member of mine grew up together, and one day he wasn't the same person anymore. And it was crazy because this is the person that you grew up with. We're like months apart for like 2 or 3 months out of the year. We're the same age, so that's how close we are. And it was just, I don't know what took place in his life. I don't know if something traumatic happened, but he was in his 20s, and just one day something clicked, and you could tell he was in a very dark place in his life, and it does come with pain. He complained about his legs hurting. He, couldn't really concentrate and keep a job, where this was a person who we couldn't wait to work, when we turned 16. So it was something that was very difficult for my family to sit there and watch someone that we love and we don't know how to help them. So the only thing that I could recommend, if you're a family member going through that, or you're dealing with somebody who's going through depression, be there for that person, because we didn't push him, but we were there enough to guide him in the direction that he eventually went and got help. And he's being helped, he's being counseled, and this has been a couple years now. But we're kind of back to our same joking conversations. I kind of feel like I got him back in my life, whereas before I was like, where was this person that I knew? And it's hard because, just like I was telling Jonna, her sister Miko Branch, she posted a video of her, and every single picture, Titi Branch, she is smiling, like contagious, joyous smile. And it's hard to fathom that a person like that would take their lives, but you never know what's going on in someone's lives. And we were discussing also about Karen Washington. She was the founder of For Brown Girls, and she was an advocate for dark-skinned women of color. And she even had something that she was kind of going through with rapper A$AP Rocky, where he stated that women of color shouldn't wear bright lipstick. And, she just really wanted all women, especially darker skinned women, to feel comfortable with themselves. But who knew that she was dealing with such, turmoil in her own life. So a lot of times, just because you see us, being in front of the camera, putting ourselves out there, that doesn't mean that we don't need it too. Depression is something that affects a lot more people than we actually realize. You could be sitting next to somebody, who is actually battling depression. We don't like bringing you this type of news or having these type of talks. And I feel like in 2014, we've talked a lot about death, about police brutality. It's been a really rough year. So I'm hoping and praying that for 2015 we could go in and we won't have as many of these videos where we're coming and bringing you sad news and stuff like that, but it's stuff that has to be talked about, because it's things that are really going on in our society, in our world, amongst the people that we love. So we felt it very important that Curls Culture Couture really took the time out and made this a part of this episode. I don't know if you guys have been watching House of DVF. If you're not familiar with who DVF is, it's Diane von Furstenberg. She is one of the pillars in the fashion community. I think they called her like one of the most powerful women in fashion. She's been a princess. She's the creator of the wrap dress. And recently she launched a reality show where she is looking for a brand ambassador. And throughout the show, I believe it was 8 girls. I think it started out as 10, and she quickly goes through these girls. Like, her brand is that she's on brand. She knows exactly what she wants from her brand. She knows exactly what she wants from the people who represent her brand, work with her brand. She's really a woman about her business and professionalism and everything like that. And I thought this would be a great topic, because we have a brand ambassador in the house, and I wanted Jonna to share some tips with you guys. If you're looking to have get into being a brand ambassador, what tips, tricks, and things not to do, would you recommend for those out there that are trying to snag themselves a little ambassadorship?
Well, I first think the first key is finding the right brand. I think that's the number one, because every brand that says they have brand ambassadors or that they're looking for brand ambassadors is really not looking for a brand ambassador. They're looking for free marketing. And I'm just being real. They're not really looking for somebody to come and really embody their brand, really support their brand long term. Brand ambassador is just a fancy word. And what they're really looking for is somebody to basically promote their brand. And that's not really what a brand ambassador is. You think about an ambassador, you're not just thinking about somebody that just says, hey, try this product, or hey, try that. It's like House of DVF showed, is somebody that's really believes in the brand, and that with the brand. Right, they're connected with the brand, they understand the brand, and they really have a desire to see the brand grow. If that's not the case, then really being a brand ambassador, especially long term, if it's something that you really want to do long term, then this is not going to work if you really don't believe in the brand. So that's number one. I would say make sure you find brands that are really looking for brand ambassadors and not just looking for somebody to just market the product. Mm-hmm. It's two totally different things. And there's nothing wrong with just marketing somebody's product. Like, it's nothing wrong with somebody saying, hey, try this product and post about it. We do it all the time as bloggers. Somebody sends you a product, you like the product, you talk about the product, and that's okay, but that's definitely a total different ball game than being a brand ambassador. So that's number one. Number two is make sure your brand is solid. Make sure that you know what your brand is, whether it's, are you a beauty blogger, are you a fashion blogger, are you a lifestyle blogger, food blogger, like what is your brand? Because always in branding, your brand is more important than somebody else's. Your personal brand, or your brand as a blogger, or whatever your business is. You want to make sure that if you are representing somebody else's brand as an ambassador, that lines up with your core brand values and what it is your brand is about. If my brand was Virginia Boaters, why am I being a brand ambassador for Eden Body Works, which is a natural hair care product line? Like, how do those two things align? They don't. And so it's not going to come off authentic to whoever you're trying to represent the brand to, because it just seems it's so off. So you want to make sure, is that brand something that aligns with your brand? Okay, so then after you get that figured out, you find a brand that you like, they line up with your brand and what you're about. Then what you want to do is be an ambassador before you're an ambassador. And what I mean by that is, do you already talk about the product? Do you already write about the product? Do you already use the product or service or clothing or whatever it is before you reach out to a brand? Or if you're looking for brands to reach out to you, they're probably looking for somebody that is already likes the brand. Another thing is liking the people behind the brand. Getting to know the people behind the brand, because that's really who you're going to be dealing with. And if they're not good people and you're not enjoying dealing with them, if they're late all the time, you can never reach them, you can never get in touch with them, you email them, they never email you back. I've had those experiences too, when someone was approaching me about being a brand ambassador, and it just put a bad taste in my mouth. By the time they thought they had got together, I was like, you know what?
Never mind.
Yeah, because I want them to be together. You want me to be together? You want me to be on point? I want the brand to be on point too. A lot of people ask about how did you become a brand ambassador? How did you get that opportunity? And it's really a lot of things that go into it. It's not all glitz glamour, and it's not just getting free product. Yeah, it is a grind. It is a grind.
The girls on House of DVF learned that very quickly. I guess they thought that they were going to come up there, wear the clothes, look pretty. Absolutely not. DVF had them girls going in front of the press, they had to know what they were talking about, and they were asked questions that they didn't know the answer to. And even though they were kind of new, if you're coming on here and you're saying, you know, like Jonna, she's saying, I want to be a brand ambassador for Eden Body Works, which, by the way, if you ever see her at one of the little vendor tables, if you ask her anything about anything on that table, she will let you know. If you let her know, I got this problem, I got that problem, she's gonna say, this is the product, this, and this. She can give you the rundown and let you know everything, and that's what brands are looking for, and that's what DVF was looking for. If you're looking for something like that, I thought it was a pretty interesting show because it didn't have a lot of fluff. Diane von Furstenberg is a woman of distinction, and she really knew what she wanted from the gate. All right, so you know we at it, y'all. Our favorite segment, Rock It or Stop It. So we're gonna start off with the lovely Lady Gaga. Why are we so quiet on this one? She actually looks very nice, minus, what is that, Zorro? The Zorro half mask and the hat. I could have did without that because this red jumper is life. The plunging neckline, waistline on point. I mean,
love the shoes.
This is an amazing outfit. Minus that hat.
Yeah, I'm not even too mad at the hat. I'm not too mad at it.
It's the face piece?
It's the face piece. Yeah, that's what I'm really mad about.
Cut that out. So for that, you get a what?
You get a Rock It.
Rock It.
Because we want you to rock some of it, but some of it we want you
to
take that
stop.
off. We just want you to stop. Take it off. Take it off. Next up, we have the lovely Gwen Stefani.
Hey, girl.
Haven't we had Gwen in our Rock It or Stop It before?
We have, and she killed it.
She killed it the last time. This time, though,
not so much.
We want you to stop it
all the way.
But I just feel like this look is too juvenile for her. I think at this point in her career, we all know how old you are, or a general idea about how old you are, and I just feel like at a certain point you just have to dress age appropriate, and I don't think the comical characters. Is so much age appropriate.
And the craziest part of it is that fashion has changed so much. When you say age appropriate, we talking about grown woman appropriate.
Right.
I don't know what's going on with this. It looks like something like it. I don't know. The shorts are horrible. Maybe if she took the front part off of the shorts and just had just the plain, because it's doing a lot, Gwen.
Yeah, it's doing a lot.
So we gonna say stop it.
Ooh, another stop it, honey. I'm saying stop it, and we haven't even showed. We just showing the picture.
Show it now.
Just stop.
Wait.
Who is this? Alyssa Milano?
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
She looks like a beautiful bean footage. She looks like beautiful bean footage.
Who is the boss?
Because that look like a couple beans you got.
Who is the boss of this corset? That is 1, too tight. 2, that color is ratchet on you. Not ratchet, but wretched. It's a mess. It is truly indeed
her clutch
a mess.
looked like it was cute though. Her clutch looked like it was cute.
Didn't she play on that show where her and her sister were witches?
I don't know. I don't do witches. You know, black folk don't do witches for real.
I don't
like
remember
that.
what it was called. She looks like if they rewind it, if they did like a reunion, like that's what she would wear. Stop it right now. Can we find a stamp that says stop it? Can we find one of those?
I could try.
You know how they have failed up there. We need something because sometimes people just need to be stamped.
It need to be stamped on there.
Make it official. Stop.
Well, you look at that, you know she needs to
cut it out.
She just needs to stop. Oh, now see, this is so much nicer.
She's so pretty.
We love this on Gabrielle Union.
We do.
She looks amazing.
Classic.
She's adorable. Hey, like you said, it's just enough skin.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Because
it's
we've
just
had
enough.
some.
That is very appropriate. It doesn't go below the waist. Sometimes when it starts dipping below the waist, then it's like a little
lingerie-ish.
Yeah, It's like, and you know, I love a pocket.
Pocket, and especially on the A-line skirt, honey.
So I love this on. Her makeup looks great.
She looks fresh.
She looks very. Yeah, she looks very
she
fresh.
looks fresher than you. We gonna say on this one, Gabrielle, rock it, girl.
You better rock
Do your thing.
That's how you wear all black when you nice and chocolatey.
Let me tell you about this honey right here.
She did it.
Kill it.
That leg.
Honey.
Ooh, that leg.
Okay, they may say that you go on too many dates but you shook it off and you gave them your whole entire, you gave it. Okay.
Yeah, this is so pretty.
Served. I love it. From the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
Can't even say nothing about it.
Gorgeous.
Kilt, the split is just high enough to be sexy, but not trashy. Just give a little bit. So we're going to say for this, Taylor Swift, you rocked that.
You rocked it.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us for another episode. We are so happy that you tuned in. If you have any comments, you know anyone who can benefit from watching this episode, please comment below. Tag them in reference to dealing with depression if you know anyone who deals with depression. If you're looking to be a brand ambassador and you need some tips, you can go ahead and comment below. If you need to contact Jonna, she might, give you little tips here and there if it wasn't enough in this video, but hopefully you got enough to go ahead and get you started where you need to go. And as always, we hope to see you here next time. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe,
and share.
And you guys know, until next time,
peace.
Then you're
technically
focused,
I'm in
right?
focus.
It looks like it's me.
Okay.
All right,
We'll go.
let me know if you're ready to start.
I'm ready.
Because we get silly right before you and action.
I'm ready. I
Okay.
promise you.
All right, ready to go. Okay.
What was I supposed to say?
and then like you can woo woo and then go into you.
Okay. What am I gonna say?
Yeah.
But it's like blurred. It's like
Yeah,
blurred,
you blur and then you go to
back.
the, yeah.
And we're like, and we're on. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Light.
Zoom in, zoom out.
Zoom in, zoom out.
Oh, my back's itching.
Get that out.
Oh, okay. Brush.
Okay.
Let's have a situation. Okay.
So, click it.
Well, I was gonna say red ticket, but is that just a Virginia thing?
I think so. Buckle
Okay.
up for safety.
Is that Virginia too? Are we the only
Yeah.
people with the corny? Nobody else says clicking a ticket? That's
I
just a
don't
Virginia
think,
thing.
yeah, they did that all by themselves.
Oh, wow.